Ooh. So last week we got the roundup. How do we do? Well, I'm going to cut to the chase. I can't break this 34K. How to do overall? Let's just look at the my trader commandments. I was at 30%. Here's what's concerning. We closed out May, and basically I'm about break even the past 3 weeks. The only thing that saved me was I was in a position INKW, which I've been long on for a while, and that's been going up. So these all should be negative weeks. On one hand, it's good because it looks like it's positive, but the reality is that if INKW wasn't in here, I would have had some bad numbers, some negative weeks. So this is a little bit misleading. With that said, let me tell you about my week last week. I was gambling. And I know I was gambling because I've been around people who gamble, and I've gambled myself. And I started with a strategy. You know, you go into the casino, you have a strategy. I'm only going to spend $500. And before you know it, you're up a few $100. Your strategy going into the day was, I got $500 to spend. I'm not going to go to the ATM. But when I double my money, I'm going to cash out. No matter what, when I double my money, I'm going to cash out. You double your money and you get greedy. Then you end up leaving and you're down. You've tapped the ATM machine a couple times and you're down $1,500. That's gambling. That's what I did. I was up over 34K at one point in the week. I had a great day. And on going into Thursday, I was clear of 34K and I thought I was good. I ended up trying to swing some things, trying to get cute, trying to get greedy. And rather than be happy where I was, I tried to push forward to 35K, and the market punched me in the mouth and knocked me back down to reality. So that's why I say I was gambling. I could have stuck to my strategy. It could have been good. And this is kind of getting old for me. I'm sure it's getting old for you if you've watched any of the previous weeks. But I've just got to understand that there's a reason why there's a strategy in place, and there's a reason why not everybody can do this. So I'm starting again next week, June. It's a new month. I'm going to go into the week and again try to recalibrate. Progress over perfection. I can't allow what's happened in the past to dictate the future. So I'm going to forget about the past. I'm going to learn from it. And like I keep saying, I got to get this 10 trader commandment up to 90+%. So of course I'm having 3 bad weeks because my number is poor. The only 90+ week I had was a $1,300 week. So I'm going to get back into it. I think what the biggest difference is, if I look at the 10 trader commandments, I feel like where I get lost is the starting 5 and having a game plan and keeping tight stops. So those are the 3. Rather than trying to get 90%, I'm going to focus on those 3 this week, and hopefully I can knock those out of the park. I'm actually going to highlight those so we can go back to it. And we'll see where we are by the end of this week. I do feel confident. I do feel good. So with that said, I feel like I'm in a good place, and I just got to stick to it. On a separate note, I have actually been faced with a little setback in my business, and I lost my biggest client. I went into this week really having to say to myself, don't try to press. Now that I'm a little bit more worried about money, I know myself, and knowing myself, I'm going to want to press and want to try to expedite the process. I have to trust the process. I have to continue to look at the long game step by step. So this is going to be a pivotal week for me because of everything going on. I don't want to try to play catch up. I don't want to try to get ahead of myself. And so that's going to be important going into the next week, and just continuing my education and continuing to take it step by step. So with that said, if you got value out of this, like, subscribe. But thank you for tuning in.